Over 100 years ago, back in 1912, in Stockholm at the Olympic Games, Jim Thorpe won the decathlon, and he was awarded the gold medal by the King of Sweden, Gustav, who said, "You, sir, are the greatest athlete in the world," as he draped the medal around Thorpe's neck. Later, Jim Thorpe would forfeit that medal, following charges that he accepted money to play semi-pro baseball, $10 or $20, I think, an accusation and a penalty that seem so astounding to us nowadays that there is no need or purpose served in elaborating on it. They may have taken his medal, but they could not take away the glory he had won, or the high honor he had brought to that event, that test, the decathlon. From that time on, the winner of that serial competition would be considered the greatest athlete in the world. What a test it is. No one could be exactly tailored to it. If you excel in the weights, what chance have you got in the dashes? And so on. Reverend Bob Richards was the first athlete to appear on a Wheaties box. He was an Olympic champion pole vaulter, and he was also a contestant in the decathlon. He finished back in the pack, but just competing in the event added luster to his name. After that came Bob Mathias, a Marine, and he won the decathlon, made the Wheaties box, became a national hero. After him came great champions. From this country, Rafer Johnson, Bill Toomey, Bruce Jenner, Dan O'Brien. You may find yourself wondering at some of these names, because the significance of that particular achievement has begun to fade unmistakably. Are you familiar with Brian Clay? He won the decathlon, representing the United States in Beijing in 2008. Forgive me, but I don't think I have heard of him. I had to look him up, and there he was, Olympic champion, decathlon 2008. But I don't recall it. What about Ashton Eaton? He is the current world champion, Olympic champion in London 2012, and world record holder in the decathlon. I have been asking people, do you know who Ashton Eaton is? Someone said, isn't that the guy who was with Demi Moore after she split with Bruce Willis and then he replaced Charlie Sheen on that TV show? A few people said, I think he's an actor. No one has yet guessed that he is the world decathlon champion. Maybe I should be asking if anyone knows what the decathlon is. The decathlon is the heart and soul of the Olympics, a distillation of that great enterprise. For the record, the decathlon consists of the following events: the 100-yard dash, the 110-yard or meter hurdles, the 400-yard run, the 1,500-yard run, the long jump, the high jump, the pole vault, the shot put, the discus, and the javelin throw. What happened? Why isn't the decathlon the premier Olympic event? I really don't know. It may have something to do with the gross distortion of the Olympic ideal. All the attention at the last Olympics went to the swimmer who won those fistfuls of medals. What's so impressive about a guy who only won one? Most of our attention and adulation now goes to the pro athletes, in basketball and football and baseball especially, who earn tremendous amounts of money for their spectacular performances. A decathlete has to train for 10 different events, the ultimate jack of all trades, and is probably supported by a sponsor, the maker of some athletic gear. Who would devote themselves to that? Far better to go high in one of the pro drafts, sign for millions of dollars before you ever play a game. Jim Thorpe could do a lot better than $20 today. There are essential events in track and field, ones that put the human to a real test, and the decathlon combines them all. Just thinking about competing in it is staggering. Today we have the Ironman competitions, and they get some attention. It is an amalgamation of swimming, bicycling, and running over long distances, and the winner is declared the Ironman. And I want to say, oh, come on, people, that's not the Ironman. You want to crown the real Ironman, hold a decathlon, and declare the winner to be the greatest athlete in the world. Somehow, just as they robbed Jim Thorpe, I feel like we've cheated Ashton Eaton.